What is good? What is up? It's Jordan here, Texan Stock, and I'm back with another live stream. We've been doing these on Thursdays now, and it's good to see y'all. Happy early Easter. Hope y'all have a good weekend, and hope y'all have been doing good. What's up? My boys are in the chat. I see y'all. Dan, I see you. Tyler, Beige, Alpha, Matt. Oh, what's good? What's good? Paul, my guy Paul. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to Paul running the Texans Unfiltered Instagram. Killing it there. Hey, listen to my boy Beige. Join the Discord. The content is well worth it. Links in the description. Join the team. Joey, was good. David, was good. How you doing, Dan the man? Houston Palmer, let's trade him. All right, we got some interesting things to talk about today. Oh, but before we do, we got something important to get to. We got to say hi to Stromberg first, to Ruth. And then we got to acknowledge my boy Matt coming in with the heat. He said, it's been too long. It's been a week, Jordan. What you doing? I got $20 for you. Oh, thank you, my guy. It's lit. It's lit. I appreciate your support. As always, Matt, thank you. Thank you very much. What up, Joris? How you doing? Oh, thank you. Me? Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. Done a lot of schoolwork today. Done a lot of NFL draft work today. Why am I looking so pale all of a sudden? What is going on with the lighting? But it's been a good day, man. It's been a good day. How about you, Alpha? He is starting off right. What's up, Joey? How you doing, my guy? Matt it's not Irish Matt. Irish Matt hasn't been in the streams in a minute. He's slacking. Come on, have the commitment like Dan the man. Nah, it's all good. All right, let's get into what I want to talk about today. And that is this whole Deshaun Watson situation. Now, I'm not going to go into the legal stuff. I'm going to continue to wait on that just to see everything, get the full picture, because things change so much with that. So I just want to do a little bit of waiting and before I do all my takes. And you don't have to wait to make a take. That's just how I'm going to do it. Let me wait. Give me 1 second as my OneNote loads up. For some reason, it's not loading up. But give me 1 second, because I got some things to show y'all, and some reasonings behind why I think the Texans' stance on trading Deshaun Watson has finally changed. I have a strong feeling of that because of Nick Casserole, and what he has said in the past and what he said now, and he has seemingly changed his tune on Deshaun Watson, the future of Deshaun Watson on the Houston Texans. And I'm going to show y'all what I mean. Casserole has been making the word indifferent. Exactly. He has been. In previous press conferences, whether it's from the Texans or in different media availability he's taken, he's had a very strong stance. He's gone out of his way to say that Deshaun is our quarterback now. Deshaun's our quarterback of the future. We have a vision. We have a plan for him on the Texans, right? You don't believe me? Listen to this. This is first press conference he did with Cal McNair when he was being kind of announced as the GM. And of course and this was even before they asked him about Deshaun Watson questions. This was right after the opening statement. These were his words that he voluntarily went out and said. He said this.
Thanks, David. So before we take some questions, which I'm sure there's a few out there, I just want to address a couple things here quickly before we get started. So organizationally, just want to reiterate our commitment to Deshaun Watson. He's had a great impact on this organization, a great impact on a lot of people, a great impact on this team. And we look forward to the opportunity to spend more time with him here this spring once we get started. And, we have zero interest in trading the player. We have a great plan, a great vision for him and for this team and his role on our team. And we look forward to the opportunity to spend more time with him here this spring. So we'll take some questions. David and I will take some questions, and we'll go from there.
That's a pretty good, statement, a strong statement advocating for your quarterback before the media even asked him, right? That was his stance. They took a very strong stance since that point, since the rumors have been out until about this week, I guess, that, we're not trading Deshaun Watson. They said in the media, rumors leaking that they're not even answering calls from other teams. That's been their stance all along. Now, the legal stuff has been heating up more and more allegations are being made, more and more lawsuits are being filed. The situation is getting a lot more serious. And time is getting closer to the draft. The deadline, somewhat of a deadline, has been kind of heating up. So now, this week, Nick Casserole went on Albert Breer's podcast, and Breer gave him the chance. He gave him so many chances to defend Deshaun as his quarterback, to say that Deshaun will continue to be our quarterback, the same type of statement that he just made that y'all saw. But he didn't. And so this is kind of what Nick's talked about
as it pertains to the team. Honestly, Bert, I mean, we're kind of day to day with everything, with everybody. So we've, from the beginning, since I've taken the job to now, we've had a lot of change, and there's been a lot of activity. I would suspect, as we work towards the start of training camp and into the regular season, that will continually have some adjustments and changes to the roster. What those will look like, what that entails, not really sure. So at this point, we're just day to day, and we're just kind of going through it one day at a time and trying to get ready for the next phase of potentially what we think is the off season.
Right. So those were when Albert first kind of brought up the idea of the trade and the legal stuff at first. That was kind of Nick's answer to how he views the kind of Texans operations as a whole. And what stood out to me is him constantly referring to, there's been a lot of change and there will be more change, if I were to paraphrase it. And so that alone is already a little fishy, because it's very easy for him to just kind of say no comments, but in a better way, you know what I mean? And even defend him. If you're not going to defend him, that's one thing, but you could say you could say it differently where you're not saying what he just said. And so I'll show y'all more. I'm definitely going to be doing a mock draft with the fans from Muffled Beans for sure. 100% buns. Sorry, not beans. Yeah, right. It sounds a little bit fishy, but wait, there's more.
Okay, you have said that Deshaun is your quarterback and you plan for Deshaun to be your quarterback. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, I think we'll take it one day at a time. And, I think everything is pretty fluid here. And we'll adjust as we go. And ultimately, I think we'll do what we feel is best for the Houston Texans organizationally.
Okay. So you'd be open to a trade?
I think ultimately we'll do what we feel is best for the organization.
Okay.
That one wasn't a good look. Not for the, we're keeping Deshaun train. Albert gave him, Bert, as Casserole refers to him as, Bert gave him the opportunity. Are you trading Deshaun Watson? Oh, he gone, Anthony. Oh, he gone. Things have changed. His tone has completely changed. What's up, Ziad? How you doing, my guy? His tone has changed, and it's the line that he says, at the end of the day, we're going to do what's best for the Houston Texans organization. That's not something you say if you're confident that you're keeping a player, right? So he's kept his cards close to his chest this entire time. He's denied trade. He's denied that they're going to trade him. He's denied even answering calls from teams. But you say that, oh man. And so at the end of the podcast, this is Albert's comments, kind of summing up the situation and adding not only what he's heard from Nick, but also from other sources in the league on a trade.
As for which team, I mean, after you guys heard Nick, some of the stuff that I know, it wouldn't surprise me if he's moved with some picks conditional on him playing, and maybe even soon. So, we'll see. I think that right now there's a lot up in the air.
Yo, Jetski says, yeah, Nick from the start knew they were going to trade Watson. That's your belief. I kind of see where you come from, because I think when it's a player of his magnitude and the things that this franchise has done to him, particularly the owner, yeah, Nick kind of had to play his cards close to his chest and hold that leverage from the beginning. But finally, it seems to have cracked a little bit. So it seems like a trade is imminent, in my opinion, in Albert's opinion. And if you want to take anything away from Nick's words, it seems like that's what's going to happen, right? So now the question is, who's the most likely destination? If a trade is going to happen, and I 100% agree with you, I do believe Miami is the most likely destination. It's always been rumored that they were, near the top of his list and one of the only teams that Deshaun is willing to waive his no trade clause for and play with. Then you talk about them stockpiling picks, getting 2 extra first rounders when they traded back from 3 to 6. Well, 3 to 12 and then back up to 6. They end up getting 2 extra ones and like a third, I believe, as well. So they're stockpiling their picks. Then they go out and sign Will Fuller as well to give Deshaun his weapon. That those two are such a special connection. I've talked about it for so long. They put up video game-like numbers together. So they're making the situation look pretty for Deshaun Watson. And the thing is that they have so much capital now that before we always talked about, if we're going to get fair trade value for Deshaun Watson, whatever team we trade him to, they're not going to be able to build around him. That's what we always said, right? But now the Dolphins have the capital that they can give up 2 first-round picks this year, 2 seconds, 2 starters, and they still got 2 first-round picks in the next 2 years. So it's not like they're emptying their entire chest. They can still do this trade and build around him. So I 100% agree, Michelangelo. Miami is the most likely destination. They need him. They're not sold on Tua. They need Watson to push them over the top. They've got an elite defense. They've got some fun running backs. They've got Fuller. They might still have Devontae Parker. They got Mike Gesicki. They need to improve that offensive line 100%, but having Deshaun Watson back there really, it lowers your margin of error. So I definitely think that the Dolphins, like people are saying in the chat, are all over this. There you go. We'll get to there in a second, Rockets talk. I think Kyle Pitts, Devonte Smith, and Jalen Waddle is a serious debate that is going to need to be had. We'll get there in a little bit. Daniel says, I live in Denver. Just don't want to see him coming here. It'll break my heart. That would suck. But by the rumors, it doesn't seem like he wants to play in Denver. So. All right, let me catch up on the comments real quick. I don't think that's all Watson's worth. I don't think so. But the rumors are that Miami's the only team that is really going to go after him. The Jets are out. They're going to go take Wilson at 2. They're going to keep their draft picks. That's a fine plan. All right. Wouldn't be my choice, but it is what it is. The Niners don't trade up to 3 to get Watson. Like if that were to happen, if that was their plan, I think we would have heard it by now. It would have been announced pretty much in that same set of deals. So they're locked in on Fields, Lance, Jones, whoever. Miami, mentioned them. And then the other teams, Carolina, Denver, who else? That seems like it, right? Carolina and Denver. It's rumored that Deshaun doesn't want to go play there. He's not going to go waive his no trade clause. So when Miami is the sole destination, they're the one team. That's what tanks his value a little bit. I think he's worth like 4 first-round picks, 3 seconds, 2 starters, right? That's what I would, if I had to trade him for, that's what I would not accept until I get that, right? But when you only have one team, it's hard to bargain with them. It's hard to drive up the price. Oof. Let's talk about it. What's our draft strategy? What is our draft strategy? Wait, let me see what I want to say first. Okay, let's talk. I'm going to talk about a Miami trade package first, and then I'll get into who we going to take at 6, because it's a very, very fun conversation for sure. Love me some Devonte Smith. Let's talk about the Miami draft, the trade package first, and I think I just mentioned I think fair value is like 4 first, 3 seconds, an absurd amount, right? MVP level young quarterback. But like I said, I think the trade value is a little bit lowered. And so I think something realistic is 2 firsts, 2 seconds, Tua, definitely gonna be part of the package. And then maybe another defensive starter. I don't think we're going to get a high-level player like Xavier Howard. He doesn't fit our timeline, and he has a big cap hit anyways. I don't think we're going to get their former first-round pick, Christian Wilkins, just because of how much – I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to be willing to part with him because there's no other team competing with them right now at a high level at least. But some other names could be Jerome Baker. He's one of the best coverage linebackers, weak side linebackers in the entire NFL. He fits exactly what type of linebackers we want to run Lovie Smith's system. Athletic, great in coverage, great in space, can tackle everything. He would be a guy to look out for. Raekwon Davis, a defensive tackle. He's a great run stuffer. He could be another guy. Yeah. So those guys could be involved in it. Now, in terms of the 2 firsts, I think you want to get 6 and 18 this year. You don't really want to spread it out. You don't want to just get 6 this year and then whatever pick next year, because you don't know what that's going to convey at. In Miami, they add Deshaun. They already had 18 this year. They had Deshaun. That pick's going to the mid-late 20s, right? So take your 6 and your 18 now. Take your 2 seconds. One of them is at 36, and then you can take another one for 2022. Maybe even throw in a 3rd rounder there. Could do more linebackers, man. Hey, that's I think that's the most realistic player that you could possibly get from them. He's still on his rookie contract. He is super, super underrated. I would love to get Wilkins, man. I really would, but I don't think they're going to part with him. Mock draft? Quick mock draft? We might have to do it. Might have to do it for my boy Max. He dropped $20 on us. But let's talk about, before I get into who we should take at 6, I want to do a quick talk about the future and what it means with this Deshaun Watson trade in terms of projection of the Texans and the Texan stock on Simbull. Y'all remember my talk about Simbull last week? Y'all remember it? Where'd my little Simbull thing go? Simbull. Use Simbull.app /TexansThoughts. Links in the description for free $10. You get to invest in any sports team you want. And let's talk about what a Deshaun Watson trade would mean for the Texans stock for the future. Now, if he is traded, I would expect to see that stock nosedive. Because the stock is predicated on future success. And if he is traded, we're just not going to have that good of a 2021 season. It's plain as day. It's just not, right? So I would expect that stock to dive down. But the thing about that is that's when you want to buy him, baby. That's when you want to buy, when it's low. So if this trade does happen, go get in on the stock. Invest when it's low, because long-term, if you're thinking long-term, that's the best thing, man. Because in this trade, we're going to get all these picks that we're talking about. We're going to get these young players to help us rebuild. So we might be bad in 2021, but 2022, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, everything 35, 40. Woo, baby. And so that Texan stock can, it'll look pretty. Let's take a quick look at where it's at right now. And then don't worry, don't go anywhere. I'll be into talking about who we taking at 6 in 1 second. But bear with me for 1 minute as I show y'all the Texan stock really quickly, and then we'll be out of here. All right, let me share my screen in a second. Share screen. There we go. Boom. All right, this is the Texan stock as of right now. It's at $19.23. It's leveled out around there, around $20 during free agency. A little up at 20, and then it went back down. $19.23. $19.23 right now. If this trade happens within the next month leading up to the draft, man, it's going to plummet. It should plummet lower to 16, 15, 14 even. Get in then. You might have a year of ups and downs a little bit, but long term, that is going to make you some good damn money, y'all. Some good damn money. Invest. Simbull.app. They've got great sports investing. It's not like sports betting. It's like sports investing, like stocks almost for anything. NFL, MLB, NBA. Check it out. You get a free $10 on your first deposit. If you use my code, it's links in the description. All right, that's it. I'm done. All right. I'm done. Lots of misinformation in the chat. Pat, call him out on it. How you doing, my guy? What's the misinformation in the chat? I don't know, man. I can't say nothing. Actually, I don't know anything. So it's Chris says, Florio says that no team is going to want to trade for Deshaun now because he can be put on paid leave. You think that's true? I don't think that's true whatsoever. I think because of the rarity that he is as a talent, teams are going to want to trade for him. I mean, you're talking about, what is he, 25, 26-year-old MVP level quarterback? At the end of the day, NFL owners who care all about winning, NFL head coaches who want to win a Super Bowl, NFL GMs who want to win a Super Bowl, at the end of the damn day, even if Deshaun misses 6-8 games in 2020, T1, they're going to make that trade. They're still going to want him. He's that talented. Miami won't trade for Watson. We'll keep Tua. Miami's crazy to trade down for number 6 for a reason. Watson isn't that reason. Miami will keep Tua. And you guys are like, I'm a Finns fan. That's what Samuel thinks. All right, that's fair. That's a fair thought. That's a fair thought. At first, that's what I thought as well. That moving down to 6 is kind of interesting, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they're the most likely option, man. It's the long game. He's playing the long game. Big Dick Nick. Big Dick Nick. It wouldn't make Miami as good as the Chiefs. Not right away, I don't think so. But they can compete against other wildcard teams like the Colts and the Browns. I think they're definitely going to win the division. I think they're going to be a probably 11-win team because they still have some draft picks in the draft. They would still have a late second. They would still have a third, I believe, and like 2/4, something like that to help build the offensive line. That's what they really need to do right now. But yeah. Hey, your sources be fucked up. For them things. Goddamn. They still interested. All right, so Miami's got some competition. I was wrong. Miami's got some competition. The rumors lied. The rumors out there are lying. Because Pat got it. 4 teams. That's driving up the price, y'all. That's driving up the price. That's what I love to hear. Pin them against each other, Nick. Pin them against each other. All right. I mean, you do, but at the end of the day, you're playing the long haul. He signed for another 4 years. You do everything you can to get a quarterback of his stature in the building. You take away the 4, 6, 8 games that he might miss in 2020, even though the case right now isn't looking too strong against him, in my opinion, because the dude won't, what's his name? Busby won't give all of his evidence. So I don't know how much he's actually going to get suspended for, to be honest with you. Hey, the film don't lie. Yes, sir, beige. Yes, sir. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out the Tyrod Taylor and Pep Hamilton video I put up on the channel, it's there right now. It's there, showing y'all what, how he fits, what Pep Hamilton can bring to the offense if Deshaun's not the quarterback. He ended up getting signed. He ended up getting signed, but it is what it is. All right, let's talk about what are we going to do at 6. Let's play this hypothetical scenario that the trade does go down with the Miami Dolphins. What do we do? Let's imagine right now that the trade. Hey, see you, Pap. Hit the like button. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. Take it easy. Okay, let's imagine that this is the trade. 2 first-round picks. We get 6. We get 18 this year. You know what? Let's just think about the draft in terms of what we're going to get this year. 2 first-round picks. We could get a third one in 2022. Now that Pat's telling me that we got 4 teams involved. But let's look at 2020 draft for now. 6 and 18. Who are we taking at 6? Put it in the chat. If we do make this trade, we get Tua, we get 6, 18, a little bit more, but just focus on that for now. Who do y'all want at 6? I want to see, and I'll give you all my thoughts. Hey, it does look... Yes, sir, Murky. Yes, sir. It does look amazing, though, huh? It does look amazing, don't it? It's fun. I really believe in them as a company more than I have for any other sponsor. Very, very fun company. I think they're going to take off. I think this is your chance to get in on stuff before it blows up like NFTs, stuff like that. This is literally the future, man. PFF is already sponsored with them. They're working together. It's going to be big, man. All right, let's see what y'all want. Juan says Chase. Beige says trade back and stack up them chips. That's been my philosophy since day one, since the Deshaun Watson stuff is talking about. I said, ride it out with Tua. I said, trade back, get you another first, trade down with the Panthers or whatever. Let them go take Mac Jones at 6. Stupid stuff like that. But yeah, Jason says Pitts or Surtain. High on Surtain. You're very high on Surtain. Smitty, Devonte Smith, Chase Young. Hey, bring him back, dog. Let's do it. You're trying to tell me your secret to staying thin, bro. I can't eat Whataburger without gaining 10 pounds. What's the secret? The secret is, man, it's all about. I ain't that thin, man. I mean, like, I'm just I don't know, man. Exercise, count your calories. Oh, you don't gotta count your calories, but like moderate your calories, I guess. Just keep in mind of not splurging too much, drink your water, get your sleep, that stuff, simple stuff. Wide receiver, Kyle Pitts at 6U. Thank you, man. That means a lot. Damn, I'm pick 6 level worthy. Trey Lance, that was the first quarterback that we saw. I like it. D. Smith, roll tide. Jordan says Waddle, Chase, Pitts, or Surtain. All right, so the first thing I'll say, because I've seen 2 Surtains now, I think Surtain is cornerback 2 or 3 even for me. I got J.C. Horn as my top dog. 2, if Caleb Farley's healthy, I think he's better than Pat Surtain. Then I probably have Surtain, Kelvin Joseph, Greg Newsome, in some sort of order like that. Watson gone draft day. Oof, Pitts at 6. I've seen a lot of Pitts hype. That Pitts tight end. Let's talk about Pitts first, because it seems like it is the love you too, Nick. Shout out to you. Let's talk about Pitts. Kyle Pitts out of Florida, the 6'5", 6'6" tight end who just ran a 4.44 40-yard dash. Whew. Now, let me say this right away that Kyle Pitts is not a tight end in my opinion. Freak athlete, mismatch weapon. He is your slot guy. You want to go put him out in the slot. You don't want to have him in line. And it's not even because he's a liability as a blocker. It's not that. He'll compete as a blocker. He has that physicality, that intensity. He's not great. He's no George Kittle. But he's not a liability like a lot of people think he is. My reason why I think he's a wide receiver and not a tight end is because his route running when he's in line is not as good as when he's out in space. When he's out in space, he's not getting pressed. He has more time to make his elongated releases, and he's not being jammed and as physical by these kind of guys off the line, right? And watch Alex Rollins' video on YouTube. He's probably one of the top YouTubers in terms of film breakdowns like that. He made a video talking about that exact same thing with Pitts and why he's better out in space than in tight end. So I think he's more of a wide receiver. So we can go away from all those concerns of, oh, you shouldn't take a tight end that high. You shouldn't take a tight end the first round even. Look at the previous year's first-round tight ends, TJ Hawkinson, OJ Howard, guys like Eric Ebron going back that late, Noah Fant. They all don't live up to the hype, right? We don't got to worry about that too much because you got to use Kyle Pitts as this giant slot wide receiver. That's how you should be using him. Because then he's a complete mismatch weapon. Bigger than slot wide receivers. You want to go put a linebacker out there. He's too quick and fast for them. You go put a safety out there. Again, he's too fast and he's just going to moss them. Right? So I absolutely understand the Pitts love. I can't even give him a player comp because he is like no other damn player I have seen. It is crazy. He is a Swiss Army knife. He can do it all. And then when you talk about his blocking, sure, it might not be amazing in line, but when you think about a giant slot wide receiver being able to block like he does, like that's a plus because then he's going to be blocking corners and safeties. That's a lot easier than defensive linemen and linebackers. So the Pitts hype train, man, I totally understand the hype. A mismatch weapon like him is so valuable to offenses. And his just elite athleticism is unheard of. What's up, Reds? Pitts is so great at routes and catching and jump balls. He's a waste of time at tight end. That's the thing. You absolutely put him at tight end and get those mismatches that make Kelsey such a weapon. And so that's the thing with Pitts is you can put him in the slot. You can even line him up out wide. He's not. And this is where my debate comes with Kyle Pitts versus Devonte Smith and even versus Jalen Waddle. And it really comes down to Okay, wait, I'll save that point for a minute. The three guys are very different players, and they all win in different ways. Pitts wins with, physicality, with extension at the catch point. He's going to moss guys, and he's a mismatch weapon, right? Devonte Smith, I have sung Devonte Smith praise for a long time. I think he is the best wide receiver in the class. I think he's the best wide receiver prospect since Julio Jones in damn 2011. I think he's a complete wide receiver. He does it all on the field. He has no holes in his game. People complain he's 170 pounds, but he plays like he's 215. So it don't matter to me. He can put on weight in the NFL. His playing weight doesn't impact his ability and impact on the field. You would have no idea if you didn't know the number, right? So with Smith, I think he is the ultimate, X wide receiver that you can build your offense around. He can play on the outside. He can play on the inside. He wins deep, intermediate, short. He is the best route runner I've seen in years. He gets you yak. He creates explosive plays. He does it all. And so I love that. And it's very hard to find a wide receiver like that. So I understand the hype behind Smitty as well. Trust me, I love him. Absolutely do. And then the third guy let's talk about before I sum up all my thoughts is Jalen Waddle. And I'm having a tough time ranking Devonte Smith and Jalen Waddle. They are my 1 and 2. I actually do have Jamar Chase at number 3. And I have that because I think Smith and Waddle are better athletes, better at separating, better route runners than Chase, better at dealing with press than Chase. And don't get me wrong, Chase is absolute beast, would be a wide receiver number 1 in most draft classes. But with Waddle particularly, I love him so much because he is going to always be the most dangerous weapon on the field at all times. He's going to be the guy that defensive coordinators have headaches, have staying up till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. trying to game plan for him. I think it was Auburn that someone had interviewed the Auburn defensive coordinator, and he was talking about it's not Najee Harris, it's not Devonte Smith, it was Jalen Waddle that they were game planning to stop, that they were going to double team Jalen Waddle and let Devonte Smith beat them. Could you imagine just letting Devonte Smith beat you? That is crazy, right? So Jalen Waddle, his speed, he is Tyreek Hill. A lot of people like to make the Tyreek Hill comparisons with other players in the past, but no one I've seen has his mix of speed, agility, elusiveness, route running, and hands at the catch point. Tyreek Hill has underrated hands at the catch point. Jalen Waddle is not just some skinny, fast, Corey Coleman type, Rashad Perriman type, even Will Fuller type, who is a little bit frailer and a little bit not as strong at the catch point. Jalen Waddle can moss dudes. That's the crazy part about him, is he's competitive at the catch point. And so he really doesn't have a hole in his game either. And his speed, you can't teach that. You can teach Chase to be a little bit better of a route runner. You can teach Devonte Smith to, I don't know, maybe block a little bit better. I don't even think that's a hole in his game. But you can't teach either of those guys. You can't teach Kyle Pitts to run 4.2. Speed is the name of the game. You can do everything with Waddle. You can hand him the ball off on jet sweeps. You run screens to him. You can put him in the backfield and run speed options. You can have him return punts and kicks. He does it all. And so this conversation between Pitts, Smith, and Waddle is a super tough one. You can't go wrong in my opinion at 6. It really just comes down to what scheme you're running and what your quarterback needs to succeed. If you have a Deshaun Watson, it really don't matter because he can do it all. If you have a Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, who can make any type of throw on the field, it doesn't matter too much. But if you have a guy who maybe needs a certain type of receiver to win, like a Tua Tagovailoa. Tua is a great thrower, but he needs guys who separate quickly, separate in terms of route running and speed. Now that is Waddle and that is Devonte Smith. That's not necessarily Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts gets open, don't get me wrong, but he's going to more dominate you at the catch point with contested catches, right? And so Tua, when he sees someone who is open, if you want to throw it up to him, like in terms of a jump ball, but might not have that 2 to 3 yards of separation, he's not going to want to throw that ball all the time. And so he is much more comfortable throwing it to when guys are wide open. That's why he's had success like that with Devonte Smith and Jalen Waddle. So if Tua is the quarterback that you're building around, I want to get one of those two guys. Jordan Heron says, what's the update on the trade front for Watson? I played some clips earlier in the stream. You got to go check it out because it showed the change in tune of Nick Casserole, what he was talking about, Deshaun Watson being our future quarterback in the beginning, having a vision for him and being excited to talk to him, right? And now it's changed this past week. And he's saying that, we're going to take it day by day. We've seen a lot of change in the offseason, and I expect more change. And at the end of the day, we're going to do what's best for the Houston Texans organization. That's a quick little summary, right? But thank you for the $5. Thank you very much, my guy. Best name in the game. I would chain down from 6. I hear you. I do think he's going to end up getting traded. I don't know when particularly, but things are heating up. I think Nick's mindset has changed. I think the Dolphins have gotten more capital and in a better situation for them to, my hair looks horrible, I apologize, for them to trade for Watson while not completely gutting all their picks. Cyanide says, I want Zach Wilson. You got to go get pick number 2 then. You got to go get pick number 2 because he's going to the Jets, man. He just is. The hype is too much around him. Having his type of gravitas and magnitude and personality in New York, that's a star. So their GM is going to get pressure from the owner to draft him. I can guarantee that. Appreciate it, Jordan. Thank you, my guy. So between the 3, I love them all, man. I love them all. You'll get that jersey. You'll get the Watson jersey in Miami or whoever we take at 6. What you mean, my guy? So that's my thoughts right now on the 3. I've been watching and doing my evaluations on the 2021 NFL draft class. I started with defensive tackle. I'm doing defensive end right now. I've been putting out scouting reports. Check out TexansUnfiltered.com. Been putting them out there. I put out my positional rankings as well. And I've been making film breakdowns for y'all. But not all of y'all. Just some of y'all. Just my Texans Thoughts team members. 2 videos up already on 8 defensive tackles. Another video coming up on the next 4 of them. And then we got to move on to defensive ends. So if you want that, if you want to see my full thoughts, my full film breakdowns on these draft prospects, strengths, weaknesses, how they projected the NFL, what round I think they're going to go in, go to the link in the description. Join the team, man. Join the Texans Thoughts team. And you'll get them. Exclusive for that. What else was I going to say? Yes, but with my evaluations, I'm doing defense, but this is my take on those 3 guys right now is that it's basically scheme dependent. But as I go and do my second watch of them, I might see some things that stuck out to me and make me favor one over the other. But as of right now, it depends on who our quarterback is going to be. So at 6, if the quarterbacks are gone, if Trevor Lawrence goes 1, Zach Wilson goes 2, Justin Fields goes 3, if Trey Lance goes 4 or 5, some team trades up, or maybe Atlanta takes him, and you're sitting there with all those weapons, it's Smith or Waddle for me because of how it's going to improve Tua's game, how he's already comfortable throwing to them, and how they separate. That's my opinion. You can't go wrong with either of them. You really can't. Now, my thing is, though, at 6, I think a quarterback's going to be there. I really strongly believe a quarterback is going to be there. 4 quarterbacks have never gone 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Never been done before in NFL history. Never been done before. Now, teams are becoming more desperate for quarterbacks, and you already know the first 3 picks are going to be quarterbacks. You already know it's basically penciled in as Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and the Niners. The Niners are going to take a quarterback. Question is who? Question is it Justin Fields? Is it Trey Lance? Or is it Mac Jones? For some reason, there's a lot of discourse going around, a lot of rumors, a lot of talk, a lot of smoke that the 49ers are going with Mac Jones. Now, if that happens, how you doing, Henry? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing as well. Now, if that happens, that's my point. That's been my point, Daniel. That's been my point. If Mac Jones goes 3, then you're going to have someone trade up to 4 or 5. You're going to, because having Fields and Jones there, that's absurd. That's absurd. Now, at the end of the day, I think it's all smoke. That's my take on it, is that for whatever the reason, I can't figure out a good reason. That's why it's confusing, but I just cannot fathom that Kyle Shanahan, one of the best quarterback gurus and minds in the entire world, views Mac Jones as a better prospect than Justin Fields or Trey Lance. It's wild. I don't believe that. I don't. He's smarter than that. So I think they're going to end up taking Justin Fields. I think there's been a lot of smoke, but for whatever the reason, and I think they're going to end up taking Fields. So I see it as Lawrence, Wilson, Fields, 1, 2, 3. Now at 4, I don't think the Falcons are taking a quarterback whatsoever. I think they're going to go Kyle Pitts or Penei Sewell. In my opinion, the smart pick would go Sewell, but it is a loaded tackle class, so they could get one at the top of the second. So I honestly think that there's a very good chance that they'll go Kyle Pitts right there. And it's because he's this mismatch weapon that you can line up with Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley and be unstoppable and give Matt Ryan that other weapon. And also because Arthur Smith is their new head coach, and he loves his tight ends that can block and that can pass. And I know I just talked about how Kyle Pitts isn't necessarily a tight end, but the Titans system and how they use tight ends, they always have one kind of in that Jonnu Smith role where he's in the slot. He does a little bit of inline, but he's moved all around. They always have a kind of designated receiving guy, and they love their 2 tight end sets. And so I think Pitts will play that receiving tight end role for them. And Arthur Smith is just going to absolutely love that. So I think it's going to go Lawrence, Wilson, Fields, Pitts, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the Bengals are in a perfect situation. They could trade down and let the Panthers or the Broncos go take Fields or Lance. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're just going to sit tight and draft Penei Sewell, because Penei Sewell is a generational talent. He's special, man. The Falcons defense is bad though. Are you saying that as in they're not going to be able to compete, so they might as well just take a quarterback and have him develop? Or are you saying that they're going to go take a defender instead? Because I don't think there's any defender in this class worth taking at 4. Jalen Phillips would probably be the closest, but I think that's a reach just because of his his medicals. Mad Matt's with the cap. Actually, I don't know, but I feel like more people would be saying that if that was the case. I think they're gonna fall in love with Kyle Pitts too much, man. I think that it would be too much for them. I think they're gonna fall in love with Kyle Pitts. And then I think the Bengals are going to stay pat and go take Penei Sewell, go protect Joe Burrow. I don't know why people are saying the Bengals need a weapon. They need to go get Jamar Chase, because you already got T. Higgins. You already got Tyler Boyd. There's someone else I don't remember, but they should be fine. No, they should trade down to build up the defense. Ooh, interesting. Hey, just making it in. How you doing, Anthony? My guy, Matt, just kidding. It's April Fool's. What's up, Aurelio? How you doing? We talking the draft. We talking how I see the top 5 panning out and what the Texans should do at number 6 if this trade with Miami does go down. I'm not saying there's developments or anything, but I see them as the top destination. So at 6, we potentially have Trey Lance, Mac Jones, Devonte Smith, and Jalen Waddle on the board. Those would be my top 4. Fuck Mac Jones. No, he's not in there. But Trey Lance, Devonte Smith, and Jalen Waddle. That would be my top 3 guys on the board. I would consider Jalen Phillips. I would prefer to trade down, but I love Auden Tate. Yeah, you can go get the window if that wasn't an April Fool's. You a fan of exact? My guy Beige knows. My guy Beige is on top of that shit. He knows. But yeah, so you're in a very good situation at 6. I think honestly, what I would do. Honestly, what I would do is trade down with the Panthers. The Panthers are at 8. You go trade down from 6 to 8. I don't know if you'll get a first round pick. You probably could get one out of them just so that they can secure Mac Jones or Trey Lance. You trade down and you take whoever's still there because one of the 3 guys of Trey Lance, Devonte Smith, or Jalen Waddle is still going to be there at 8. I don't have much preference over those 3 guys. So that's what I would do. We trade down and get picks. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. I think Denver's a bit too far because then you go down to the next tier of prospects, the Jamar Chases, the JC Horns, the Pat Surtains, the Jalen Phillips. And I want to get my top-notch guy, my blue chip prospect. How long does David Cooley last in Houston? Realistically, I would probably say 2 years. I think 2 years, 2 seasons, and then he's fired. Maybe 3. I'm stuck in between 2 and 3. I don't know exactly, but 2 years would be my over-under thing. We do not own a first-round pick this year yet. Yet. 4 max. Oof, I think, 4 max is a good number. 2 to 3 is my guess. Eden says, is it just me or who wants Trey Lance over Fields and Wilson? I said this from the beginning and I'll say it again. For me, there's not much separating those 3 quarterbacks, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Zach Wilson. They can all make any throw on the field, all mobile dual threat quarterbacks. They all could use some development in terms of reading defenses, fixing up some mechanical things, fixing their footwork, their throwing motion, speeding some things up. They are all going to take a little bit of time to develop. I don't think there is a day one ready, like MVP take the league by storm quarterback in this league, in this draft class, not even Trevor Lawrence. But what's going to separate those 3 quarterbacks for me is their work ethic. Who wants it the most? Who wants to be the greatest? Who will be the best leader? Who will do all those intangibles for you? That's what's going to separate it for me. Because on the field, they can do everything the same. There's no real differences. So when you get in those interviews with those quarterbacks, that's what you got to figure it out, man. That's what you got to figure it out. Unrelated, but what am I majoring in? I'm in the Bachelor of International Economics. That's what they like to call it. Yes, sir. Basically, econ and business. Mentor Cooley. Hey, Cooley's got Pep Hamilton. He's mentoring him. He's ready. Pep Hamilton will be ready for his moment in 2 years. Let's go. Pep Hamilton for head coach, baby. Pep Hamilton for head coach. Or Lincoln Riley. Someone. The future of this team. He only got 4 years left till the retirement home. He shipped his ass off, man. Hey, I ain't mad at that. If we go in our situation where we trade down and say we take Devonte Smith at 8, I'm not mad at taking a chance on Kellen Mond in round 2 or 3 because there's a lot of smart people, a lot of people who are smarter than me in terms of evaluating quarterbacks that really like Kellen Mond. For whatever the reason, I see a super inconsistent quarterback. I think his highs are really high, and I think his lows are so damn ugly, Brock Osweiler level ugly. But hey, if you can harness those goods, if you can coach him up, you let him sit a year, maybe even 2. You got Pep Hamilton coaching him up. Anything's possible, man. He's got the traits. He's got the athletic traits. He's got a good arm. You just got to help him on that mental game and being consistent with his fundamentals. Absolutely. Shout out to all y'all who are still rocking in the chat. We still got 200 strong, even though it's a random ass Thursday, even though nothing really has happened. But I appreciate y'all very, very much. Hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free. We're on the road to 5K. We hit 4.9 thousand subscribers. either today or yesterday. I really, really do appreciate y'all very, very much. It's insane the amounts of support that you guys have shown me. It really humbles me, and I'm just so excited for more, man. So excited for more. Hey, y'all bringing it up. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, man. The amount of jokes. People got some good jokes out on Twitter about Deshaun. I'll say that. Was good, Action Jackson. Was good. Yeah. What else was I going to talk about? Y'all want to do a quick mock draft? Real quick? 10-minute mock. 10-minute mock? Put it in the chat if you want to do a mock. What did I steal from Skip? Skip Bayless? I can't listen to his ass no more. He just spews nonsense that whatever the media company wants him to say, really. He gets paid handsomely for it, and he gets paid handsomely. I would probably do the same. I would probably sell out for $5 to $10 million, whatever the fuck he makes per year. It's crazy. Yes, we doing a mock. Let's go. Is Marvin in the building? Got Marvin in the house. He better be here if you want me to sing that. Do a mock with the Dolphins picks. That's the move, y'all. That's the move from my boy Matt. Tua Howard 3 first 2 seconds. I love that package. That package sounds great. We doing it, John Dre. I can't pronounce things. My bad. I've heard a lot of hype for Felipe Franks. I've heard. My boy Ryan, if you in the chat, shout out to you. GM Fanatic. That's your boy out of Arkansas. I'll get to him eventually. All right, we're gonna do a mock draft for y'all. Let's do it. And we're gonna do the Dolphins trade. Yes, sir, Beige. We got it. Hey, I made a video on Tyrod Taylor on the channel. Last video. He's a solid quarterback. He's gonna be more of your kind of game manager. He's not gonna make too many mistakes. If you put him in the right position, play to his strengths, he's gonna be a solid quarterback. Is he gonna lead us to the playoffs? No, that's not what I'm saying. But he's gonna be a step up over every other quarterback that we've had apart from Deshaun Watson. And I know the bar is really damn low, but his peaks are, like, I want to say Fitzmagic level, but Fitzmagic can kind of like, his peaks are like MVP sometimes. It's kind of crazy. He's probably like 75% of like peak Fitzmagic. That's what I would say. Maybe 70% of peak Fitzmagic. Alrighty. My bad, Michael, if I don't give your comment some recognition. My bad. I apologize. Oh, y'all gotta do it. Y'all can do that. April 15th, 100 more subs for $100 from my boy Matt. Hey, if anyone is in this damn chat right now and you are not subscribed, what are you doing? It's free. Just one click of a button. It don't hurt you. All right? God damn. Whenever he streams after the 15th. Hey, I'll do a stream. What day is the 15th? Let me see. It's a Thursday. That's perfect. That's when I'm trying to be doing these streams. Whoo, baby. Get him to 5K for $100. $100. I'm gonna figure out something to do with that $100. I'm sub real lit. Let's go, John Dre. Let's go. Thank you, my guy. Thank you. The draft is a month from today. It would be a month from now, and tonight it would literally be going on. I think right now, as we speak, the first round would drop. Whew. How many subs? I'm at 4.9, Berkeley. I'm at 4.9. 100 more. 100 more. We can do that. 2 weeks. That's a race. That's a bit of a race, but come on, we can do that, y'all. I believe in y'all. All right, let's do this mock draft. Gonna click. Oh wait, let me show my screen. Share my screen with y'all. We do a quick mock drafts. Let me get Berkeley's comment out the way. Why can't I get it out the way? There we go. All right. Excuse the lag. PC on the way. Just need Matt's $100 and I'm good. Just need Matt's $100. Does anybody know about so I was looking at the Mac like M1 that shipped. Anybody know about that in the chat? I was doing some research. Would it be a good streaming like computer? It's kind of weird how it is. I've seen some mixed reviews. All right, start the draft. Lagging like a motherfucker. All right, before I start it. Oh, it's already started. Let me pause it. Okay, we're good. We knew Trevor Lawrence was going to go there. All right, let me hit the trade button. Let's trade these Dolphins picks to... I'm not signed into my account. My bad, y'all. Give me a second. This is so laggy. Wow. I need that PC ASAP. Because this is horrible. I'll probably get it. I might get it before the draft. And I saw someone said in the chat, am I going to have a draft party? I 100% will. I'm going to stream every single day of the draft for y'all. Oh, shit. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Keep me logged in on this device. But yeah, I'm going to try and stream every single day, 1, 2, 3 of the draft. Give y'all my live pick by pick analysis. We going to clown some folks, and it's going to be fun. All right, now I'm signed into my premium account. Now I can make a trade. And let me share my screen. Let me see if y'all saying anything about the Mac M1 chip. I ain't seen nothing. Y'all let me down. I probably will. I saw some things saying the Mac M1 chip wasn't the best for streaming, so I'm probably just going to have to drop the dime on them. All right. Let me share my screen. How many sacks will JJ get this year? Maybe like 8. That'll be my guess. I don't love the fit with the Cardinals, but him and Chandler Jones, goddamn. All right. Texans, Dolphins, 7 rounds. Start. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. All right. Before we start the draft, let's just do our little trade. So they're going to give us 6, 18, 36. 2 firsts this year. 2 second, or should we do? Yeah, fuck it. We'll do 2 seconds this year. And then we'll say, maybe a first in 2022. And then we'll say Tua Tagovailoa as well. In terms of any other players, I think I'm going to hold tight on that. Hold tight on Xavier Howard, Christian Wilkins, Jerome Baker I mentioned. I think we're going to sit tight on that. So I'm just going to say for 2025, 7th. Let me think of how to do this properly. Wait, 6, 18, 36, 50. Okay. Let's do that. And then I'll trade away the other picks. Send offer. There we go. Congratulations. Texans got your picks. Now we're going to do another trade. We're going to do another trade. Dolphins. Sure, I'll give the Bengals. Why can't I trade with the Dolphins? What is happening? Why can't I trade as the Dolphins? All right, I'll do it later. Okay, let's resume this. Let me see what y'all say in the chat. As a Bill O'Brien trade. All right. Oh wait, I saw some of MacBook Pro. Tyler says I'm currently running MacBook Pro with an M1 chip, and while I don't stream, it's able to run all my video / music / software with absolute ease. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's dope. I love the idea of it. It seems dope. I got a MacBook Pro right now, but I tried to pirate some stuff, and now it don't work too well. So yeah, I need an upgrade. All right, who are they going to take it to? Let's see. Trey Lance, Zach Wilson. Are we going to get Justin Fields, y'all? Are we going to get Justin Fields? Oh, I think he's there. All right, so we could trade down to 9. Get a 3rd and a 5th. I ain't going down to 15. Ooh, we would get an extra first, though. I ain't going all the way down to 15. Nah, that's too far. Or we could go down to 8 and get a 3rd. I think that might be the move, but I'm going to counteroffer and see who is on the board, who the Bengals took. Just to make sure. No. Okay, we're good. Man, if Fields is sitting there at 6, that's hard to pass up, y'all. That is hard to pass up. And I think it's not out of the question that he is there. I would say that these two picks are swapped, but I don't think it's out of the question that Fields could fall to 6. You want to just take him? I would just pull the trigger and take him. Or we trade down to 8. I think the Panthers gave us a trade offer. They would probably take Fields. Maybe there's a chance they take Mac Jones, though. Do we trade down with the Panthers and go take Waddle or Devonte? Or do we just stand pat and take Justin Fields, who, man. I'm seeing get a wide receiver. Trey Lance got taken. Waddle, Smith. I hear you. There's never been a successful Ohio State quarterback, really, but we got to scout the player, not the helmet. Everyone's different. It's not fair to hold that against Justin Fields, in my opinion. Damn, everyone wants to trade down. I wouldn't take quarterback again too. All right, I hear y'all. All right, let's do it. Let's trade down with the Panthers. Let's go get that extra pick. Panthers, let's go get that 3rd from them. Let's see if they can add on a 6th, maybe. That counter offer, let's go. That's good GMing right there. Got that extra 6th as well. Now we're at 8. Who are they going to take? They took Mac Jones. We still going to get Fields. We trade down 1 pick. Oh, no, that's stupid. Never mind. I didn't lose my 3rd there. Whoo. We got 8 with Justin Fields and Devonte Smith just sitting there. So we could trade with the Broncos. I don't like that we're moving back in the 3rd just for a 5th. Damn, what y'all want to do now though? Just stay there and take Smitty. Or Justin Fields at 8. That's such a steal, y'all. Oh. Here's the thing. I understand. I have advocated for Tua. I have. But his overall ceiling as a quarterback isn't as high as Justin Fields, isn't as high as the first 4 quarterbacks in this year's draft class. It's as high as like a Mac Jones, right? And that's the thing at the end of the day. Now, I like him. I like him a lot. Don't get me wrong. But let's see what y'all want to do. Trust Tua, Smith. Damn. All right. I only got 1 field. Oh, we got 2 fields. Okay. I think the majority is Smith. We just stay here, take Smith. Oh, man, it's hard. If Fields is available, take him. He's the only quarterback I would take if eligible. He didn't just hate Stan Tua. Oh, man. This got me in a real predicament, man. I love Devonte Smith. I think he's the GOAT, man. Oh, why did they make this so tough? What if we could trade up for Devonte from 18 though? I don't think it's worth it. All right, let's take Devonte. Reunite him with Tua Tagovailoa. We got our wide receiver 1 for the next damn decade. There we go. Justin Fields goes at 9. Sewell at 10. That's a steal for the damn Cowboys. Damn, J.C. Horn went. All right, I'm looking at Jalen Phillips. If he's still there, that's probably going to be my pick. Raiders, don't you do it to me. All right, trade down 1 pick for a 5th. I'm not trading that far. I'm not trading 9 damn picks. Jalen Phillips still there. All right, that would be my pick. I think Jalen Phillips is the best defensive player in the class. Film-wise, I think J.C. Horn has an argument as well. It's between him and J.C. Horn for me. Phillips' medicals will push him down a little bit, but Jalen Phillips is a crazy player. I think he's got T.J. Watt's level of skill, and he's in like Montez Sweat's body, which is crazy. Montez Sweat, maybe not the most household name, but dude is like 6'5", 260, and an elite athlete, top 1% athlete. I love Jalen Phillips. We already got a wide receiver. I don't think you want to take a running back this early. Greg Newsome or Caleb Farley could get some looks, but I think a little bit later. Yeah, that would be my pick. Let's see what y'all want. Phillips, yes, sir. All right, let's do it. That's true. Jalen Waddle wants to play for the Texans, man. I love Jalen Waddle. You can't go wrong with him or Smitty. You can't. All right, Jalen Phillips it is. We got our J.J. Watt replacement for the future. And I think he could put up 8 sacks in his rookie season. I really do. I think he's that damn talented. You got him and Shaq Lawson off the edges with Jordan Jenkins, John Grenard, and Jacob Martin backing them up. Those are some edge rushers, y'all. Those are some edge rushers. Now at 36, I'm looking at Javonte Williams and I'm smiling, but it might be too early for running back. It might be. I don't hate trading down in this scenario. 51 is a bit far. Ooh, 55 is very far. 39 though. Oh, it's just a 2022 pick. No thanks. Let me see who's on the board. Not that high on Christian Barmore. Zaven Collins would be fun. Le'Veon Muzuriki would be fun. Landon Dickerson or Creed Humphrey would probably be the best player available pick. It'd be between them and Le'Veon Muzuriki for me. Very high on Muzuriki. He plays the run, plays the pass. He's going to be an ideal kind of 3-tech in our defense. He can get after the quarterback. He's a bit raw, but his potential is the highest of any defensive tackle in this class. Yeah. I think Landon Dickerson or Creed Humphrey. That's what I would do. Go protect Tua Tagovailoa. He needs better protection. All right. I don't see y'all saying nothing in the chat. So I'm going to go with my boy, Landon Dickerson. I'm going to go with my boy. So we got our center of the future to protect Tua Tagovailoa. And we've made this offense look good. In one of my last streams, I talked about how the defense has improved, but the offense has taken a step back. And here we go. We are retooling them. We basically just drafted the 2 best players almost on the damn offense in Devonte Smith and Landon Dickerson. We got the Alabama hive going. They're saying I could trade up. I don't really think I need to. Let's see who's on the board at 50. Ooh, Levy's still there. Oh, I gotta take Le'Veon Muzuriki right now. Damn, Gregory Rousseau filled the 50? Oof. Oh, it's hard to pass on Pat Freiermuth right here. Damn. That'll be a fun combo. I got to go Le'Veon Muzuriki. He will wreak havoc in the middle of our defense for years. I think he's an absolute stud. He's my interior defensive lineman number 1. I made a scouting report on him. I made a film breakdown on him for my TexansThoughts team members. So, yeah. Oh, if Osai falls to 67. Every time I damn do that. Okay, I wasn't going to say what I was going to say, but it happened anyways. All right. Here at 67 now, I don't love how the board looks, but I think I'm going to take... Oh, we also have 73. I could take Peyton Turner later then. I'm eyeing a cornerback. I really want to help our cornerbacks, but it doesn't look like we're in a very good situation to help the cornerbacks. Richie Grant would be the best player available, in my opinion. Tyson Campbell's the best cornerback on the board. Ooh, Quinn Miners would be fun too. Let's go corner. Let's see what y'all saying. Landon, yes, sir. I'm not that high on Barmore. Levy, yep. Do not get Tyson. Yeah, Tyson Campbell is a little... I don't like him in our scheme. What other picks do we have? We have 67, 73, and then what, 112 or something 109. Okay. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get the best player available, and that is hands down Richie Grant. He's my top safety in the class. He is a complete ball hawk. He's more of a free safety. He's more of your Earl Thomas type. He's got really great instincts. He reads the quarterback well. And the crazy thing about him is he's this free safety that likes to tackle. He's a physical dude. He's very good in zone coverage. He even plays man. They lined him up versus slot wide receivers in the Senior Bowl, and he held his damn ground, which is damn impossible for a safety to do. Trade down. That's honestly an enticing trade just because 92. What was the other one? 98. I'm thinking about this one because I want to take Peyton Turner with this pick. Peyton Turner, the edge out of Houston. I absolutely love him. I think he's my edge number 3. At 73, like it looks like there's some more players to go before him. 83. It's too risky. Nah, it's too risky. I'm gonna just take him now, I think. Look at anybody. Tommy Tremble. I love Tommy Tremble too. Best blocking tight end in the class. But positional need, I think, Peyton Turner. But thing is, we already got Jalen Phillips and Shaq Lawson. Nah, here's the thing with Peyton Turner is he can play outside or he can play inside for you as well. So we have just like completely boosted the defensive line. We're taking 1, 2, 3 defensive line picks. And I love that. I love building in the trenches. I'm going to trade away these Dolphins picks now because they're not technically the Texans. Counter offer. My counter offer to y'all is I'm just going to give y'all all these damn picks. And I don't want that. I just want some of that. There you go, Rams. That's some Bill O'Brien GMing right there. Yes, sir. All righty. Now, next Texans pick should be at 109. Let's see what y'all saying. Got a bounce page. See ya. Have a good one, my guy. Thank you for coming through. In a good amount, man. He's good. He got me, y'all. He got me. Yeah. Another reason why I like Peyton Turner in that position is I like his upside even more than I like Shaq Lawson's. I could trade up. Let's see who's on the board. Is it worth trading up? Is there someone I could steal? We could get our cornerback here. That actually might be the move to trade up and go get. I really like getting Paulson Adebo for our scheme. I think he's a perfect fit. I might do that, y'all. What was it? A 4th and a 6th? We got 3 6th-round picks. I'll give you the 4th. Because I was going to take a cornerback in the 4th anyways. I was looking at Benjamin St. Juste, but I like Paulson Adebo better. By a good amount. I'm very high on Paulson Adebo. He is absurd ball production. Let me look at it real quick so y'all have an idea of how damn good he is. He's a great zone cornerback. He's tall at 6'1". He's long arms. He had a great, I believe it was 2018 or 2019. 2018 and 2019 were great years for him, and then he opted out of 2020. 2018, he had 4 picks and 17 pass breakups and 5 tackles for loss. And in 2019, he had 4 interceptions and 10 pass breakups. I mean, this dude knows how to play the ball. He's a playmaker. He's going to get you turnovers. And that's what we need in the secondary. We need a cornerback who's going to take the ball away. So I love that pickup right there. I think he's being super underrated because he had a bad because his 2019 wasn't as good as his 2018. It was still pretty good, but it wasn't as good. And then he didn't play in 2020. So teams are a little bit down on him. But at 88, man, you're getting a cornerback one for the future who does it all. He's not a bad tackler either. Super smart. Super smart. These Stanford dudes, man. Jay Reed. What's up, Joshua? How you doing? I talked about how sorry, I was reading the chat, but I talked about how Nick Casserole's tone on Deshaun Watson has changed. In his first press conference as a GM, he was singing Deshaun's praise. He was excited to talk to him. He had a great vision for him. That's what he said. I played the clip earlier in the stream if you want to go watch it. And now he was on Albert Breer's podcast, and he's basically saying that, hey, we had a lot of change this offseason. I expect more. We're going to take things day by day with Deshaun Watson. And at the end of the day, we're going to do what I think is best for the Houston Texans organization. That's not me just making shit up. That's what he said. You can go back earlier in the stream, first 5 or so minutes, and I played the clips. But that's what we were been talking about today. And so that's why we're in this situation right now. We're doing this mock draft. We got 6 from Miami. We got 18 from Miami. And so we traded down to 8, took Devonte Smith, best wide receiver in the class, in my opinion. I guess I shouldn't say that. It depends on what your scheme is, but him, Pitts, and Waddle are 1A, 1B, 1C. So I can say they're the best. I can say he's the best. We got Jalen Phillips, best defensive end in the class. We got Landon Dickerson. I think he's the best center in the class. I think he is amazing. He's scheme versatile. He's a mauler in the run game. Super physical dude. Great in pass protection. We got Le'Veon Wuzuriki, number 1 interior defensive line. Our top 4, and Richie Grant, top 5 picks. We got my number 1 guy at each of their positions. So this is a hell of a draft, y'all. And I love Peyton Turner. I think he's a first round talented player. In an interesting scenario where we can get our running back of the future in Trey Sermon. I really want to do that because I don't like any of the other players here as much as I do like Trey Sermon or Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson is Deontay Foreman if Deontay Foreman was good. He's this bigger running back who runs kind of like a more elusive back. But he's very, very good. I like him. I think y'all like Trey Sermon, though. Is that what y'all want? We stacked that running back. Here's the thing. With running back, we got 3 guys, but they all old, and they all on 1-year deals. I guess Phil Lindsay ain't old, but they all on 1-year deals. I hear you, Michael. I hear you. I think just with the value that a running back gives you right now, it's the best player available. It's either Trey Sermon or Ramondre Stevenson. So even though we have 3 running backs right now, it doesn't stop me from taking one. Very easy for us to cut Mark Ingram and very easy for us to cut David Johnson. One of those 2 guys could be cut. Buddy Howell could be cut. Dontrell Hilliard could be cut. Minimal cap hurt. So I'm going to take Trey Sermon. He is my running back 5 or 6 in this class. That might not sound too good, but it's a very strong running back class. Trey Sermon is a good fit for our gap power type of scheme. I think he's a tough runner. He's a big back. He's a bruising back. He'll add on yards after contact. He runs really tough. He had a great year at Oklahoma. Then in the beginning with OSU, he was working off an injury, I believe. He didn't have an offseason, and so he didn't look that good. But once he got his legs under him, those last few games, there was not a better running back in the nation. There was not a more productive running back in the nation, I should say. All right. I don't love the players available right now. I think I want to go Tyree Gillespie, but we already got a safety. This is the crazy thing is like we've already addressed so many positions right now. It truly don't matter. I'm not going to go with another edge because we already have 2 in this class. We could go another wide receiver. We could go another cornerback. You know what? I'm going to go to Daryl Slayton because we did take an interior defensive lineman already in Levy, but Levy's going to play the 3 tech in a 4-3, and Slayton's going to play your 1 tech in the 4-3. And he's one of my guys this year. He is this huge 6'5", 340-pound defensive tackle, and he's got some juice for his size. He's got some pass rush juice as well. So he's a rare kind of nose tackle 1 tech that gets after the quarterback too. So I really like his game. He's pretty much always my 5th round pick in these mock drafts. So now our defensive line is looking great. If you want to project our future defensive line based off of this draft, Jalen Phillips, 1 side. You let Shaq Lawson and Peyton Turner battle it out for the other side. Le'Veon Wuzurike can start at 3 tech. Tadaro Slayton can start at 1 tech. You have, at 3 tech, Peyton Turner can even take some reps there, slide him inside. You got Charles Omenu who can do the same thing, be on the edge. Grenard, Jenkins, Martin. We gonna be getting after them damn quarterbacks, y'all. We will be getting after that. And I like building up the defense because you gotta build a balanced team and help out Tua Tagovailoa. My boy Tristan's in the building. God damn, bro. I just did a recap. You got it. Nah. I see you in the chat going for Shi Smith, my boy. So I got you. Shi Smith will be the pick. I think My philosophy on drafting wide receivers this year is that I don't really want a slot wide receiver because we have Randall Cobb, who is going to be the immediate starter, and because we have Kiki QT, who is your upside guy, who could be the starter in the future if we move on from Cobb. And so that wide receiver room is already a little bit crowded. Now, I do like Shi Smith a good amount, so I'll take him anyways, and I think I'm going to take maybe Cornell Powell or someone else as well. I like Shi Smith a lot. I think he's a budget Debo Samuel. Very strong in the slot. He plays bigger than his size. You can do a lot of things with him. He's versatile. He gets you yak. But I'm also get our third wide receiver because he's the best player available in my opinion. And Cornell Powell. This one's for you, Ryan. My guy, my wide receiver this year, my late kind of sleeper guy. Cornell Powell out of Clemson. I see a lot of Nuke Hopkins to his game and how he wins with physicality, how he makes crazy catches catches inaccurate balls. He's a physical dude. He blocks his ass off, and that's something that we're going to need out of our wide receivers with our running scheme. I really like him. Now, this late in the game, I think I'm going to go with a corner, and I'm either going to go with Tay Gowan or Marco Wilson. I think I'm going to go Wilson. He tested a bit better. Gowan's got better size, but I like Wilson's movement skills. He's a little bit more better of an athlete. Yeah. Marco Wilson, good cornerback, great athlete. Florida cornerbacks don't have the best track record, but I like his traits as a developmental guy. Late 6th round pick, it don't matter too much. All right, let's finish this off. And I kind of want to go Marquez Stevenson, but we already got enough wide receivers, y'all. We already got enough wide receivers. Our wide receiver room will be Devonte Smith, wide receiver 1. Brandon Cooks, wide receiver 2. Randall Cobb probably right now starts in the slot. Maybe Shi Smith can beat him out. Then you have Cornell Powell. And I think Chris Conley. Those would probably be your main guys. Is there any... Okay, the first name I see in this that I haven't taken yet that's still available on the board. The first name that I see in the chat is who I'm going to draft with our final pick. So I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds. I'm going to count y'all down from now. And you better get your picks in. Whoever you want. Put in the chat. I don't really care at this point. It's all up to y'all. I'll show y'all the thing one more time and count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going still there? Going still there? Oh, going still there. That's amazing. That's a good pick. I like the pick, Tristan. And the best. I hear y'all. How many quarterbacks do you have already? We have Tua. We got Tua. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna stop. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna show y'all the final haul that we got. So many picks, y'all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 picks. 13 picks. We got 5 of them things from Miami and from trading down. God damn, y'all. God damn. That's the final haul. How many starters we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, potentially 6 if Paulson Adebo starters. Peyton Turner going to be an amazing player for us. Trey Sermon will eventually start at running back, I think, for us. Oh, Tadaro Slayton, 7. We could potentially have 7 starters on our team from this draft. I think we took 7 players who are better than the players that are currently starting at their position. That's how I should probably say it. That is the haul. I absolutely love it. I think we killed it. I think we built a balanced team. We improved, Tua with his weapons and with his protection. We improved the defense a shit ton. We can field a respectable defense now, in my opinion. God damn. And Michael's convinced that I can be a damn good GM. I am too, y'all. I am too. Man. All right. That's going to do it. We've been at this for an hour and a half. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming through. If you just tuned in, rewatch the stream, drop some good things in there, drop some good takes, talked about, Kyle Pitts versus Devonte Smith versus Jalen Waddle, talked about Nick Casserole and how he has changed his kind of viewpoint on Deshaun Watson. And yeah. Thank you, Jason. A+ draft. Need for GM. Let's go. Road to 5K subs. So Matt drops $100 on your boy, and I'll do something with those $100. I don't know yet. Maybe do something embarrassing for y'all. Maybe, I don't know. What would y'all want me to do? Pie my face? Like, stuff like that. Like, pour a tub of Gatorade on me? I don't know. Something like that for 5K. I'll do it for y'all. Whatever. Put comments in the live stream, something like that, something for me to do for 5K to celebrate it. And I'll pick out the best comments. Why don't we do that? Oh, good thing I did not end it because my boy Sinai for $10 says Jordan for Texans GM. Let's go. Get me in the building, y'all. Get me in the building. Thank you, Sinai, for the $10. You're always showing support. And it really does mean a lot to me. Thank you. All right. That's going to do it for the video, for the live stream. Hope you all enjoyed. Come back for more. And remember, the film don't lie.